right, there you go.
Okay.
There he is. All right, round of applause for Chef Kenny, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon, folks. I'm Chef Kenny from Chilli WA. We've been doing the chili thing for around about 20 years, a little bit longer, but 20 years legally. We've done just about every market, every show and everything in Western Australia. Anyway, I'm up here to do a demonstration of our chili con carne blend, which is full of Mexican spices and the herbs. It's a very nice herb mix, all gluten-free. All of our products are gluten-free, and I'm using our chili salt as well to salt the whole thing up. I had Chef Matt here at the Ravenswood organise some vegetables for me. I was going to chop myself, but he's done the honours. So what we're going to start with is onions, capsicum. For the chili con carne blend recipe, you need 1 tablespoon to 500 grams of mince. So that's you get about 12 to 13 cooks out of a jar. So what we're going to do is to start with is use a bit of oil spray.
Chef Kenny, do you have all these products available at your stall today?
Yes, all the products available, and if you buy the chili con carne, we've got a deal going, and you get the recipe as well. So what we're going to start with is I'm going to put some onions. So this is 1 large brown onion. That's going on the grill. Could be in a pot, but we had a little problem with the gas burner, so everything's fine now on top of the grill. So we're just going to saute off the onions and sweat them down, and we're also going to add in the garlic. So really easy to cook at home.
It's already starting to smell really good.
During the years of our doing chili products, spent some time in Mexico learning Mexican cuisine, just to make sure I had everything down pat and authentic. So there we have the onions starting to cook. It's going to be a wee bit slow because the old grill plate's a bit slow. So the ingredients in the chili con carne is, of course, the onion, the capsicum. You can use red or green. I prefer green, but Chef Matt's cut me some red capsicum. A can of tomato, crushed tomato, which Matt's given me some tomato concasse, and some tomato paste to thicken. Red wine, I always like to use red wine. It helps break down the mince, so you don't get lumps in your mince. Pretty good. And of course beans, and I like to use black beans. You can use kidney beans or bordellini or whatever beans you got on hand, but I find the black beans have got a really nice flavour and they're sort of Mexican. So anyway.
Is there a meat-free alternative, Chef Kenny, for your chili con carne?
Definitely a meat-free alternative. You can put them in some, you can cut up some vegetables like some medium soft like zucchini, that sort of thing. You can get instead of the mince. Of course, everyone's going vegan and vegetarian these days. So now we've got the onions semi-cooked. Now we're going to put in the capsicum. Nicely diced, I must say. Chef Matt here at the Ravenswood's a fantastic chef. He's so busy. I don't know how he handles it, but obviously got a really good team. So here we go on the mince. You can add anything you like. You can add chopped coriander or chopped parsley if you want to put fresh herbs in it. That's entirely up to you. It's starting to smell very nice. So I'm really happy the grill worked. So once that's sort of cooked down a little bit, then you can add your mince. So this is 500 grams of mince. And what I like to use is a potato masher. It takes the lump out of the mince. One of the little tricks our chefs seem to come up with.
Sorry, Chef, that was beef mince, was it?
Yeah, this is beef mince. You can use pork mince or anything. But this chili con carne is really excellent for your nachos, chili dogs or anything like that. I love it on just mashed potato because I just like it like that. Anyway, so we're cooking down the mince, and then we're going to use the red wine, and that should help it put some flavour through it and help it break down a lot better. The chili con carne blend is actually, it's got infused with a little bit of sugar to break down the acid in the tomatoes when you're cooking it with it. And it's got like Mexican cinnamon, Mexican oregano, and all sorts of beautiful things. I can't tell you the whole recipe. So this is coming down quite nicely. So once again, it's a really, really easy dish at home to do for the family. And if you need like extra, you just double the recipe. So while this is starting to brown off now, which is lovely. We're going to use a tablespoon of the con carne blend.
So that's 1 tablespoon of the blend to every 500 grams of the beef mince?
That's correct. And then we're going to add a little bit of chili salt. So there we go. That'll give you a little bit of spice and a celery flavour, which is in the salt.
Is there much heat in the con carne blend itself?
The con carne blend, no, we've kept it mild, mild to medium for the general public. You can add extra chili, you can do whatever you want. You can put a reaper in there if you want something hot.
Could you pop some fresh chilies in at this stage here, Chef?
Oh, definitely. I would actually cook off the fresh chilies with the onions and capsicum first.
Fantastic.
So let the flavours release. But we also, it's got chili in the con carne as well, so that works really well. So this is starting to, it's really funny cooking on a grill plate. Haven't done it much. Well, not this anyway, but hey, we're in Australia. Chefs are renowned for their capability of improvising. So you walk into a new kitchen, you think, oh, they haven't got the right equipment, or the stove doesn't work on service, and you go, wow, we're going to do something here. Because of course everyone doesn't want to know about that in the restaurant, they just want to know about when the food's coming out. Alright, this is cooking down very, very nicely. So now I'm going to add the tomato, which is normally crushed tomato, but this is Chef's tomato concat sauce, which is very, very nice. It looks like it's got a bit of chopped parsley and all sorts of lovely things in there. So we're just going to add that.
So is this the sort of consistency you want from your mince? Sort of, not huge chunks, but it's, you know, there's a bit of texture in there?
A little bit of texture, and it will cook down, especially if you got it in an enclosed pot. It will cook down, and you just keep stabbing it with the potato masher. Yeah. So this is looking pretty good.
It is smelling amazing, I must say.
Yeah, the chili con carne is one of our signature products. It took a long time to develop and to get all the flavours right, and a lot of cook-offs and a lot of fun actually making the con carne blend work. Alright, so that's cooked down nicely. So now we're going to add the black beans. There we go. And you could use like dried black beans, soak them overnight and cook them down. But when you're cooking beans, you never put salt in the water. Otherwise it makes the beans go tough. So
another hot tip from Chef Kenny.
A lot easier, just get and put it in. So here we're going. We're got it mixed up now. So this is a pretty quick cook off. It takes normally about 20 minutes to half an hour to cook out properly. And then you can, of course, most food like this is really better on the next day. You get more of a flavour infusion. But,
so is it a bit of the longer you cook it, the better it tastes sort of situation?
That's correct. So I'll just spread that out a little bit on the grill.
So if you were to make a big batch of this, Chef Kenny, does it freeze well? Can we?
Freezes really, really well. Yeah.
So we prep a few in advance?
Yeah. We also have our chili con carne we use and we sell to different food vans and that sort of thing. We make big batches at the factory for commercial use. But the yeah, that's looking really, really good now.
So you said that you like to have yours on mashed potato, and there's the sort of chili dogs that you can do with it. What are other sort of ways that you can serve up this delicious treat?
Nachos, chili bowl, whatever you like to put chili con carne with, or you can just have it on rice with cheese on top or whatever. Yeah.
Great.
So that's our chili con carne. So we have that on special
easy
today
as that,
at the
folks.
stall, and we'll give you a recipe to take home.
It is as easy as that. Ladies and gentlemen, give a massive round of applause for Chef Kenny from Chilling Out in
Thank you very
WA.
much.
He will let that simmer away nicely, and we might even be able to throw a few taste testers around.
Better keep stirring it.
But like Kenny said, if you pop down and see his stall just down the back there, you'll see the nice brightly coloured ponchos he has on displays. He does have all the products that he's used today on special for you, and like he said, a free recipe to take with it. Sounds absolutely. Thank you again, Chef Kenny, and thanks for having us, Raybo.
Cool.